Welcome to the Good Gut Show. It is Wednesday, and I am going to talk to you about a subject that's very near and dear to my heart. It is called the importance of being emotionally aware. And why do I think emotional awareness is important? Well, I think it saved my life. It's one of the things that saved my life. But I really do believe that my work as an actor and my connection with myself and my emotions and my sensations have really meant for a very fulfilling, wonderful, happy life for me. Wasn't all roses, and the path was littered with stones and broken glass and all kinds of things. But it is just amazing. And why do I think it's important to be emotionally aware? And not just because of me, but here's some real good reasons. I just jotted them down. You need to recognize your feelings to control them, right? Or select your thoughts. You need to recognize your emotions first. Otherwise, you're going to be all over the place. Especially if you've seen the movie What the Bleep Do We Know and found out that we're addicted to the chemicals that our emotions put out. Yes, it's true. Okay, what's another one? It helps. Oh, yeah. It helps sense the emotions of others. Okay, if you're not emotionally aware, you can't sense the awareness, the emotions of others. There's no way. There's no way. I work as a counselor and as a nutrition therapist. If I don't know what's going on, I gotta fly here. I gotta fly everywhere. It's the end of summer in LA, and we got flies, flies. Okay. If you can't sense the emotions of others, and this is not just me and my profession, this is for you. If you don't know what other people are feeling, you're going to be in trouble figuring out what is valid for you. Oh my God. What is valid for you? Thank you, Fly. Maybe it's a transmigrating soul. I have no idea. If you if you can't if you can't become emotionally aware, you can't become aware of others and their emotions. There's just no way. How are you going to do that? Or the other one, the third one that I want, you can't influence others if you don't know how you feel. Now, I know that sounds like, oh, you're a counselor, you influence others. It's a whole different thing for you. No, no. Don't you want people to stand up and pay attention to what you want and what you need? If you're not emotionally aware, they ain't getting it. Okay. So, how do you become emotionally aware? Well, one of the things you really can do is notice your impulses. And of course, my favorite thing, mindfulness. Noticing through mindfulness, very easy way to do it. And one of the things that I'm going to run you through it today, one of the things that I'm absolutely in love with and do a lot is a body scan. Because a body scan is a way for you to connect with your body and its sensations. Okay, because instead of talking about emotions, let's talk about sensations first. This slide just loves me. Talk about your sensations first, okay? The window into emotional awareness in sensation. If you're not feeling anything, you ain't getting it. Okay, and I'll tell you a little story before I start. I had this client, I've written about him several times because it was such an amazing transformation that happened with him. I had this client when I worked in rehab. He was in my group. I had a group called the Food Group. It was really, I don't know why I inherited the name, but it was really about people who either had disordered eating or began to overeat as a substitution for their addiction. So I had this one guy in there. I don't remember why he was in there. He could have had anorexic tendencies long, but I do remember the guy. I don't even remember his name. Basically, he got up first thing in class and he stood up and said, somebody tells me that I need to feel my emotions, well, I don't feel them and that's it. And he sat down. And I went, fine. Okay. That's okay. You don't have to worry about that. Just hang out. Because I'm a big advocate of hanging out is very important to hear stuff that may be beneficial to you. And eventually you kind of get with the drift. And so I started one day to talk about subpersonalities, which is one of the ways I work with eating disorders. I started to talk about subpersonalities and how some of them really rule your roost when it comes to eating. Okay. You got a healthy self over here who wants to eat healthfully. You got a disordered eating self over here who's going, ha ha, nah. So I started talking about that and he got it. And what happened was his brother had killed himself when the guy was 16. So he had closed down, like a clam. And basically, it was interesting because he came to me one day and said, I've grown myself up to age 16 and my 16-year-old self won't turn around in my mind's eye. And I'm going like, whoa, number one, because nobody had done that on their own before that I had worked with. And I was able to, through the magic of guided imagery, have him turn around. And of course, once he did, he realizes that he had been stuffing down that trauma and emotion from his brother's suicide and just started crying. And he checks in with me from time to time and he's still sober to this day. So that's my little take on emotional awareness. I think it's so important. So I'm going to run you through a very fast, what I call a body scan, or what everybody calls a body scan. Let me read it. And I would like you to find a comfortable place to sit. I prefer having a chair that has a straight back to support your back, makes you feel safe. Okay. And you also want to find a place away from the kids and away from the radio and TV or whatever, or turn it off and just sit. Okay. Close your eyes. Do 1 to 2 minutes of just breathing or 30 seconds. So let's do that. So I want you to breathe in slowly and deeply. And when I say breathe in, please do that. Breathe in. And breathe out slowly and deeply. Again, breathe in. Slowly, deeply. Breathe out. Slowly, deeply. Breathe in all the way. Fill your lungs. Now hold twice at the top. 1, 2, breathe out slowly. Now breathe normally and put your attention on the very top of your head. Feel any sensation that might be there, no matter how little. Okay. Slowly move your attention from the very top of your head down your scalp in the back or in the front until you reach your eyebrows. Do this very slowly and observe any physical sensations as you're scanning. So scan from the top of your head down to your eyebrows, noticing any physical sensation, just noting it without judgment. Allow it. Next, bring your attention to the face. Start from the top of the eyebrow down to the chin. And notice what sensations do you feel around your eyes. your nose, your lips, your chin. If you'd like to move your face to relax it, allow your jaw to hang. Now move your attention to the back of your head. Start from the bottom of your scalp, move down all the way to your shoulders. Experience any sensations or tensions or feelings of hotness or coldness. Anything that moves into your awareness. And just hang there and breathe normally, noting any sensation. Scan the front of your body all the way from below your chin all the way to your tips of your toes. And then start all the way from the back of your neck, all the way down your back, from your shoulders to your back, to your butt. To the back of your legs, to your heels. Finally, letting your attention drape over your entire body. Notice any physical sensations or emotions that arise. Just hanging and noticing. And on the count of 5 to 1, you'll be awake, aware, and back in the room. 5, begin to move your fingers and toes. 4, begin to stretch the rest of your body. 3, begin to open your eyes. 2, open your eyes. And 1, you're back in the room. How was that for you? It was great. It was great for me. I'm relaxed and ready to start my day. So tomorrow I'm going to do more of this and more emotional awareness, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Dietitian Jill signing off of The Good Gut Show.